Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of his end zone, here comes Jim. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stick that time, and that certainly qualifies them. They were right to get into the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 out the gate early.
88 out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Fields on first down. And this one too low.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dalton Keene, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Bears 21, Vikings 7. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40. Taken down. And 180 yards pushing for it as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for them.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of...
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. And the Bears first down.
Off play action, Fields. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
First down, Bears.
Play action. It's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Chicago.
Here's Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
3rd and 2, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 14. Cairo Santos to kick off for
Now after the
Chicago.
touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the Bears 16-yard line.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
First.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, Paul. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. From the 50, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First down, Bears.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now it's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Velus Jones, a 12-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
35, Vikings 17. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, just like last play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
This ball complete to Reagor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10, 27-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins buying time to his left. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Room here to run. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Number 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. One play action. Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Runs over him. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
8 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
On 1st down, it's Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some set yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Man open, here is Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's a first down as this time they get an even 20. Still in the third quarter here. Now you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
But he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he loses the football the second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return will stop right around the 25. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. A solid stiff arm. 180 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Cousins on first down. He'll dump this off to Cook. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Well, this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a game 7. Brings up second
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Claypool with another catch. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession. The young quarterback just running to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Cousins now to throw on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Cousins. Dancing to his left. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field. I'm like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. That was impressive. He got 3, maybe 4 tackles on his way to the end zone.
Yeah, a lot of times when you break a tackle, slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Play action. It's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. The Vikings are ahead with football here at their own 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception and as many wins from his linebacker position.
Think of all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and show. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's got this to Jefferson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and goal from the 1. Cousins. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete...
Yeah, all right, my flow.